It's Dick the Noob again, and the new chapter has released. Since I know that it took a very long time for me to upload the other video, which actually came out just yesterday, and I meant to upload it on like Monday or something. But the problem was, actually I meant to upload it on Saturday night, I believe. And the problem was it just wouldn't install. So I've put in 1,150,000 blood points into UE, because I uploaded that video yesterday asking you guys which of the survivor or the killer I should put the blood points into. And since the video went out too late to really get a response, I just put them into UE, and I forgot to start recording, but nothing's happened in this game so far. I'm sorry that sounds really like I was just talking and now I'm into the game. I'm not the best at this, but we're just going for the Adept for our first game. This is our first game ever as UE since the DLC's dropped. Nothing's really happened since this moment. I spawned in the Killer Shack. The Oni came around and it wasn't much. He didn't see me, and then I just was on that gen, and then Fang joined me. So I'm taking this totem just in case possible know it. He doesn't have Ruin yet. So yeah, we didn't get the new map, unfortunately. I have one offering for Yamoka, but I'm pretty sure the chances of getting that map are supposed to be raised anyway. I don't know if he heard us or if he's just... I don't know bar time at all. I know I'm going for a doubt, but I didn't get it once on the blood web. Or bounce landing. Okay. Yeah, he seems kind of campy, and then he pops the bridge thing, and I'm gonna go down. Cause he can, yeah. Cause he can hold the insta down. He doesn't have to use it instantly. So you can just hold it until he has me into a spot where I can't 360 him. This is fine. But he did kind of prove to be a little bit campy, so I'm just hoping that he doesn't. I'd like to at least use the pallet bringer upper build, or the perk where you can really lift up pallets. The yellow one. And then the other one where I'm on the motorcycle. And that one, what that does is when you're next to somebody that's being carried, like when you're next to the killer while they're carrying the survivor, you run faster and the survivor's wiggle timer is increased. And then the perk that has a clock that's going right now or stop is when you're injured, you have 120 seconds, at least at the level 1. So it's probably going to be 180 seconds at level 3. And basically, when you're injured, you just won't bleed for that amount of time. And as you can see, it stopped when I got healed. I didn't expect it to do that. I thought it was going to be like other perks where you use it once and you're done. But it stopped, which is nice. Sorry again for the long silences. I know that I'm doing that. My mic and stuff hasn't, like, I don't even know if it's shipped yet. The better equipment that I got, that I told you about in the last video. That pallet's gone, can't relift it. Sure, one day they'll have a build or a perk where you can rebuild pallets. And go around and collect the scraps of broken pallets on the floor. And he's right there. But like, you can see him because he's all fiery in his demon mode. But like, if you could go and pick up scraps of broken pallets around the map, then it would take like 3, and then you could rebuild the pallet in a certain location. That'd be fun. I hate when that happens. It feels like, it really does feel like that the second you get off a gen, you know, there's like an increased chance of you getting the skill check instantly. But it seems to like always when you get off a gen, there's a skill check instantly. Like if I get off here and then get back on, there was no skill check that time, but sometimes it really does feel like that there's a increased chance of a skill check because of just how often it happens, especially compared to how often you normally get a skill check. So it's gonna make sure that he doesn't get no-ed, just in case. You know, you don't need any teachable to get that perk. So if somebody like started playing yesterday and then they got this thing, then they could have no-ed by now. I don't know. I'm trying to explain my secondary objectives. That's the solo generator. It's almost done. Oh, they also, they're running Kindred. They also made a buff to Kindred where, even when you're, because what it used to be is when you're on the hook, I'll do this generator because it's the last one. When you're on the hook, everybody would see each other and they would see the killer. But now it's when anybody's on the hook if you're running the perk. But like if I'm not running the perk and the person on the hook is not running the perk, then it doesn't work. And see what I mean? As soon as I get off the generator, that's when it gives me a skill check. And it's total fucking bullshit. So I'm gonna try to use the new perk. I didn't want to get hit. I'm supposed to be running 6% faster, but the killer still runs faster than you. But that combined with, that's another new perk. When you hook somebody, that happens. You get exhausted and hemorrhaged. But I don't have any exhaustion perks, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm gonna go to the basement and get myself a med kit. Because I don't really wanna be risking my life. I mean, I still am. See this demon rage one. So even though I'm running the the blood protection perk, it still drops the blood orbs, which I get because if somebody ran something like no mither, you know, if all 4 people ran no mither, then you wouldn't get any blood, which is fair point. But I get no mither not working that way. That's something that only works for like 2 minutes, because you still get the blood that you get from the initial hit when you hit somebody for the first time. Or like when you hit somebody that's in the healthy state, you get free blood. You don't actually have to like collect it. It just instantly puts it into your inventory. Or not inventory. I mean, it's kind of like an inventory, except for you can only hold one thing. It's right there. He didn't see me or hear me. He is a very loud boy. I don't think he could really hear you over his own screams. He's out of rage mode now. I don't think that Yui has a voice actor yet. I think they use the same voice as Feng Min. Until they get, like, the voice acting done for Yui. So, she sounds awful loud right now, but I think that might just be because of it's Feng Min's. So he sees me there, and the other person left, and there's nothing I can do. He left me though, but he's just gonna sit in the doorway. If I run in there, then I'm gonna die, because he's just gonna sit in the doorway, so I have to hope to get Hatch. And that's really my only way out, unless, besides opening the other door, which is right there. Which, actually, when I was recording this video, I did not realize. And then I found that. Because as I said in the last video, my recording software hasn't got here, so I have to film and then do the voiceover. I didn't even see the door when I was actually playing the game. I just saw it now, though. It's a little frozen, but that's okay. And I will see you in the next game. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say. Okay, we're in the next game, and we got the new map, which is by far it's the smallest map in the game by far. I also really like the new way that they get obsessions. Like, you can see the wall is over there. Yeah, this one has room. You can see the wall over there on that side of the map, and I spawned right next to the wall behind me. There's a wall there, and then the wall right there. This is a very small map with an exhaustion perk, like sprint, burst, bounce, and you know, you could probably cross the entire map with something that you could do a little bit in Rotten Fields on the Harvesters. But this map is by far the smallest. Also, that little crack, it has me curious, like, what if it was someone like Ghostface, and he's crouching? Could he stalk you through that little crack? I mean, he'd probably just look over the wall, but I wonder if that would work out like that. I haven't heard any screams yet, so I don't even know if it's the Tony, because he makes a lot of noise, and I haven't heard the terror radius yet or anything. And, you know, I was hitting all my skill checks until you came along, and now you're being a disgusting gen tapper. To the few people that watch this video, please don't gen tap. The chances of you getting a skill check are, well, because, you know, getting off generate, I don't know, but you don't have time to react. In your gen tapping, you don't have time to react to a skill check because you're too busy spamming the repair button. And I'm just looking for his ruin. There's nothing. It's not up here. It's probably, well, not probably, maybe. I don't know. It's very dark on this map, though. Like, this map is very dark. I kind of like it. And yeah, there's his ruin. This is a lot darker than the other maps. It's definitely a lot darker than Yamoka Estate, the other map. Or they might have made it darker in this update. Right now it's not darker. Oh, he has thrilling trimmers. It's fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just, again, checking out Totem's secondary objectives. No Ed, Michael this time, so no Ed is, and I got off of it. Okay, I'm not gonna do that again. I'm just gonna go for the save. I can't believe I just did that. I got off of it while it was 99%ed. But you know, noobs 99 generators, the real pros 99 totems. Totems and chests, that's what you 99. You can instantly tell if somebody's bad at the game if they're 99 generators and gates. Like, the smart thing to do. Well, 99 generators really only if you're like in immediate threat of being regen. I don't know why I'm saying this. It's not funny. And also these hello, this part of the map is the heads turn. I mean, I'm sure probably all of you watching the video have already like seen plenty of other bigger YouTubers, like all of the other Dead by Daylight YouTubers, which have already shown you this. These little windows here, since it is darker, that might be a little sneaky for balanced landing. Then there's another one there. Another one on this side too. And then there's this staircase window just exploring up here. There's a way to get a fast vault through that window by running down, but I don't know really how. The heads are fun to play with. So the new shrine thing, at first, or like when I first saw this could be, I really like this whole, not so much like the shrine. I expected it to be like a 2-floor thing, like you could go inside of it. I mean, which you technically can, because the basement spawn is on the outside. There's a little shrine there, and here's the basement. I'm just gonna go down there. Hopefully get something out of the chest. I really like the basement spawn. I think they did do a good job making it unique. We have time to screw around. I don't think anybody's dead on hook, and we only have 1 gen left. That's probably just the worst medkit, yeah. So overall, like this, I kind of expected that you'd be able to go underneath the shrine, and it's kind of just the top portion. Which the top portion is nice, and there goes last gen. No Ed. Oh, look at tiny little gates. I like that. But really, like the outside where all the statues are, if you were going against like a Billy or a Bubba, or even the Oni trying to do the demon dash thing, I feel like that would actually be, I'm getting 99. I feel like that would be a pretty like good thing to do. Okay. Because it's just, there's so many obstacles in the way. And also, with every map nowadays, they hide the golden toolbox somewhere. And I think it's gotta be somewhere on this shrine portion, but the devs said that they were gonna hide it really well this time, because the Fog Whisperer and YouTuber Polyester, he found the golden toolbox instantly on Yamoka, or I think it was Temple of Purgation actually that he found it instantly on. So now they're trying really hard to like hide the toolbox, and I can actually use this perk now. Just the animation looks pretty smooth actually. Compared to something like, I guess, the animation compared to something like Dead Hard, which I feel like the animation kind of broke. Is he just gonna let me off? Oh, okay. I gotta go, goodbye. Thank you, Claudette. Okay, he's pushing me out. And that's a little weird. I know I had left, but he was in tier 3 and he hit me, and it only put me back down to 1. I feel like that was a pretty good game, in my opinion. I'm Pip, rank 4. And wait, what? Is getting back to rank 5. I don't know what that's about, but I'm sure it's just a visual glitch. It says rank 4 up there, and so yeah. But anyway, that was Yui. Unfortunately, we only got the new map once, and it wasn't against the Oni. And then, also known as Bam Bam, by the way, according to Monto, who is my favorite other YouTuber that plays Dead by Daylight, besides me, which I'm clearly the best. But thank you for watching, and good night, I guess. I'm hoping that I can get this video out on December 3rd, like I promised. But since it took me so long to upload the other video, I don't know if it's actually gonna let me do it instantly this time. But I'm really hoping it is. Okay, so it did let me keep rank